Greetings, sir. This may concern. Christian Aguilar here, back with another reaction video. I did another one of these types of videos before where I went through a list of nominees for the upcoming award ceremony, and this one in particular is for the Oscars. The last video I did was for the Emmys. That one was like, I think about 30 to 40 minutes long, which I don't think this video is going to be that long. But today I'll be looking at all the nominations for the 2022 Oscars. I'm excited for the Oscars regardless. I always am. I love the night where they can just celebrate movies and stuff like that. You know, of course, it's always a battle as to, which movie everyone thinks deserves to win or even get nominated. But regardless, I'm really interested to see what made the list, who didn't. I hope to see Andrew Garfield up here for Tick, Tick, Boom. I hope to see Nightmare Alley in here. I saw Guillermo del Toro's Nightmare Alley. So I really want to see if that reached the Academy list. I already see that Dune is in here. And, of course, The Power of the Dog, which I've seen, but I don't think I reviewed on my channel. I think I did a trailer reaction to The Power of the Dog, but I didn't review Power of the Dog. I saw Power of the Dog, and now I'm turning it into a drinking game, so drink every time I say The Power of the Dog. I really kind of hope Last Night in Soho, Edgar Wright's movie, is in here for... I would, personally, if I was part of the Academy, cinematography for Last Night in Soho should be nominated. But if it's not, it's not the end of the world. It's still a great film. It does not take away from that film whatsoever. So, without further ado, let's get right into this list. So, I have the Vanity Fair article pulled up right here. The Oscar nominations 2022. Power of the Dog leads with 12 noms, and Dune follows with 10. Wow. 12 nominations. I gotta say, the movie was good. It's a slow burner. But wow, 12 nominations. That's crazy. Alright. Netflix's Power of the Dog. Yeah, with Dune and getting these Oscar nominations, it's reminding me a lot of Lord of the Rings. It reminds me a lot of Lord of the Rings right now, where it's like a huge epic of a novel, and it's just like a huge world with so many characters to a point where it seems to be unfilmable, but thanks to the time that it came out in and with the technology advancements that we made, these Doom nominations are screaming Lord of the Rings to me. It's just history's repeating itself with these big epics. And I hope this leads to Villeneuve completing his trilogy. If the first movie's Oscar worthy, let's get the other two. And we know that Return of the King, the third movie, is the one that is racked up with the most Oscar wins. I think that was 11 Oscar wins. And those are wins, not nominations. They got nominated way more just to win 11. But that has the most number of Oscars won, and that's a part 3 in a trilogy. So if Dune can repeat the same history, so be it, man. Bring it on. I would love to see them rack in with the Oscars. Dune was really fun. I actually really like Dune. And this is coming from someone that did not like Lynch's Dune and that has not read the novel. Villeneuve's adaptation is top-notch. West Side Story, ravishing take... ravishing... ravishing. Excuse my English. Spielberg's ravishing take on a beloved musical, and Belfast. Oh shit, semi-autobiographical coming-of-age story. Who else? Coda, Don't Look Up, Drive My Car, King Richard, Licorice Pizza, and boom, there it is, Nightmare Alley. Fuck yeah. Alright. Is it going to give me a list, or am I just have to read everything to figure out? You guys can pause the video if you want to read the article, or the article link will be down below in the description. But let's see if they give me a list, because that's what I'm mainly here for. I would usually read all this meat and flesh, but I see Tragedy of Macbeth in there in the names. I don't know what it's for. Maybe performance. That was a great fucking movie. If any movie's gonna get 12 nominations, I think it should have been Tragedy of Macbeth. But okay, here we go. Full list. Best Picture. Start off with the best and great. Best Picture. We're going to start off with the last award of the evening. And the first one, nomination, Belfast. Coda. Don't Look Up. Drive My Car. Dune. King Richard. Licorice Pizza. Nightmare Alley. The Power of the Dog. And West Side Story. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, I literally saw half of this list. The other half I did not see. I saw Don't Look Up, I saw Dune, I saw Licorice Pizza, Nightmare Alley, and The Power of the Dog. Those 5 I've seen, and the others I have yet to see. I am Pretty baffled the Tragedy of Macbeth isn't up here because that one is my personal favorite of probably 2021. Tragedy of Macbeth was fucking badass, dude. That was really, really cool. But I'm glad to see Nightmare Alley is in Best Picture. I know Del Toro won Best Picture for The Shape of Water. I think Nightmare Alley, he should win it for Best Picture because it's tough. It's a tough thing. I also did like Don't Look Up. I think it's a great comedic satire. Don't Look. A lot of people aren't here or there about it, but I think Don't Look Up is a great mirror held up to our current modern day society, and I'm glad that it's in Best Picture, but I think one of these should pop out for Tragedy of Macbeth. Tragedy of Macbeth was just awesome. Licorice Pizza was fun. It was like heartwarming. You know that it felt like a summer movie, to be honest with you, because that's when the movie is filmed in, and plus it's filmed in sunny California. So yeah, that movie has a whole tone and vibe about it, and I mean PTA, man, he knows how to direct. So I don't know. I'm still a little salty. Tragedy of Macbeth ain't up there. That was a really good movie. All right, so let's move on. Best Director. Okay, I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of these names. Just fair warning right now. Kenneth Branagh. Kenneth Branagh. Belfast. Thank God I'm not like a presenter or an announcer at anything because of course I would have to definitely practice the names, but you know, it's whatever. I'm going in raw. Ryusuke Hamaguchi for Drive My Car. Paul Thomas Anderson. I wonder why I can pronounce that name so easily. Paul Thomas Anderson. Licorice Pizza. Jane Campion. Jane Campion. Yeah, right? James Campion? I'm not saying James. Jane Campion. Jane Campion. The Power of the Dog. And Steven Spielberg. Another name you just can't butcher. Steven Spielberg. West Side Story. I really think Steven Spielberg's getting this. I really think he is, because knowing that remaking West Side Story was always a passion project for Steven Spielberg, I think he might get this. I think he might. But if not him, I think probably. Oof, that's up. That's hard. That's hard. I think Steven Spielberg's gonna get it. I think he is, and I don't know if. I guess, Paul Thomas Anderson for Licorice Pizza, but I think Spielberg is going to get that one. If he doesn't, I would be surprised. But Best Lead Actor, Javier Bardem in Being the Ricardos. Benedict Cumberbatch in The Power of the Dog. Andrew Garfield, there we go, baby. Tick, tick, boom. And then Will Smith in King Richard. Oh, yeah, baby. Give it to Denzel. Give it to Denzel. Oh man, you see, I'm rooting for Andrew Garfield. I'd be happy if Andrew Garfield wins, but I wanted Andrew Garfield to win for Hacksaw Ridge back in 2016. Man, Hacksaw Ridge is fucking amazing, and he was fucking amazing in that movie. So off of this, Denzel, man, Denzel Washington's got to walk the stage, get the trophy, cause Tragedy of Macbeth, man, what a great movie! What a great movie! All right, Best Lead Actress, Jessica Chastain, The Eyes of Tammy Faye, Olivia Colman in The Lost Daughter, Penelope Cruz in Parallel Mothers, Nicole Kidman in Being the Ricardos, and then Kristen Stewart in Spencer. Now, all of these movies I have not seen. I've heard of, but have not seen. I think, you know what? I take that back. The Lost Daughter, I have seen. Lost Daughter, I have seen. But to be honest with you, Kristen Stewart, I haven't seen the movie, but just off the trailer, just off the first photo of her as Princess Diana, I think she should get it. She should get it, I think. I think she should. If not her, I can see Olivia Colman winning for it. I can see that. And I'm interested. I think it would have been cool to have Maggie Gyllenhaal nominated for director, but that was her directorial debut, so I don't think she would get nominated. That's now I gotta Google that. How many? I'm gonna Google this. How many filmmakers have been nominated for Best Director. Was it what's his name for Whiplash and La La Land? Damon Chazelle, is that him for their directing debut? No, I misspelled something there. Let's see. What filmmaker has the most Oscar nominations for? No. What actor has won an Oscar? Delbert Mann for a romantic comedy. Marty. Wait, so that was back in 55? 56? Won 4 Really? Is that the... Okay, here, now I gotta look on this article. I can leave this article linked down below too as well, so you guys can check it out yourself. 25 people who won Oscars for their first films. Okay, no disrespect, but she's the best supporting actress. I'm looking for directing here because I'm curious about Maggie Gyllenhaal and stuff. So that's best supporting, best actress, best director right here. Yeah, Delbert Mann. Began as TV show director, but after only a handful of credits, he transitioned into film. Lucky guy. Experience apparently didn't matter much as he won Academy and Best Nod. Also picked up honors for Best Pictures. Wow, that's awesome. So I wonder if this is it only been this dude that's done it? No, here's another one, 62, and this came after him. Okay, 62, but he was the first so far. When director Robert Wise was selected to spearhead the film adaptation of West Side Story. The original West Side Story. He enlisted the show's creator and choreographer to co-direct. The only problem was that I had no film experience whatsoever, and he nearly suffered a nervous breakdown from the pressures of filming. Wow. Although Robbins was dismissed only 1/3 of the way into production, Wise insisted upon sharing directorial credit with him. Wow, okay. For us, Robbins won an Oscar for his first and only film. Wow, won an Oscar for his first and only film. That's crazy. Well, that's what happens when you try to adapt West Side Story, man. You're gonna be you're making a classic. Well, little do they know, right? Let's see. Best actress. Okay, best actress. No disrespect to these people. I'm looking for directors here. Best supporting. Best actress. Supporting. Oh, Anna Paquin. No shit. That's a very young Anna Paquin. Little Anna Paquin was only 10 years old when she auditioned for the main role in The Piano. Oh, okay. I haven't seen The Piano in a long time, and actually only intended to try out accompanying her sister. However, Paquin caught the eye of director and beat out 5,000 other young actors to earn the role. Best supporting. Crazy. Only 11 years old. Crazy. Here we go. Sam Mendes, best director. Sam Mendes is a good director. Although he has since become famous for directing such films such as Road to Perdition, which is that Tom Hanks movie, right? Wasn't that based off a graphic novel as well? Jarhead, Revolutionary Road, Away We Go, and then Skyfall and Spectre. James Bond installment was unknown outside of the theater world when he directed his first film, American Beauty. Wow. So Sam Mendes also did so that was his first movie. Yeah, he's in this article. However, as you may recall, the film cleaned up at the 72 Academy Awards, not only winning Best Director, that kind of spacey, and cinematography. So Sam Mendes, Sam Mendes won an Oscar for his first film, along with the director for West Side Story, the original West Side Story, and then the earlier example up here. I think I passed him. Right here, Delbert Mann for the movie Marty. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, I would like to have seen Maggie Gyllenhaal nominated for Best Director. I wonder what she didn't meet. Like, what criteria did she not meet to not get nominated? I wonder, because her main actress is nominated for Best Performance, and she directed that performance. So I don't know. I'm not in the Academy, so I'm just a fan, good spectator, good observer. So Lupita Niyongo. Yeah, I remember Lupita's win. That was crazy. Let's put her name on the map, actually. Oh, it's it. Yeah, that is Last of the Directors that won their first Oscar. I won their Oscar for their first movie. Wow, Sam Mendes was the most recent to do it, I assume. Damon Chazelle, I think, won for La La Land, not Whiplash. Huh. Oh, well, fuck. These are winners, right? I don't know about nominees. I was just looking at winners here. Nominees could be a whole other list. So, but it's cool that I saw, my answer. I got my answer a little bit. So I mean, yeah, where's Maggie Gyllenhaal's nomination? You should have gave it to her as well. All right, let's continue on. But I think Kristen Stewart will get it for Spencer. If not her, probably Olivia Colman. Nicole Kidman could possibly wreck that in too, but who knows? It's anyone's game. So best supporting actors: Ciaran Hinds, Belfast, Troy Kotsur, Coda, Jesse Plemons, The Power of the Dogs, which I just like to call him Mr. Kristen Dunst. J.K. Simmons for Being the Ricardos. Excuse me. And then Cody Smith McPhee for also Power of the Dog. Wow. 2 Power of the Dogs, man, going at it. They were both good in the movie. They really both were. I have not seen Being the Ricardos, so I really am interested to see what role J.K. Simmons plays in that. But I can see, honestly, the supporting actor from either Belfast or Coda getting it. I can honestly see that. One of those two, I think, would probably get the best supporting actor. Best supporting actress, let's see. We got Jessie Buckley in The Lost Daughter. We got Ariana DeBose in West Side Story. Judi Dench in Belfast. They forgot the little close parentheses there. Kristen Dunst in The Power of the Dog. And Anjani Ellis. Okay, I'm really curious as to how you pronounce this woman's name. And I do very much apologize. Pronunciation. Ingenue Ellis. There we go. Just Google it, kids. Ingenue Ellis for King Richard. This is a tough battle. I think Kristen Dunst should get it for Power of the Dog. She was pretty good in that. Best Adapted Screenplay. We got Coda, Drive My Car, Dune, The Lost Daughter, and The Power of the Dog. This is also a good one. Oh, there's Maggie Gyllenhaal's nomination for Screenplay. I think Dune should probably get it. Because, I mean, remember, you're adapting such a thick and ambitious novel. You have to know what to add, what to take away, without taking too much away from the core narrative. Like you got, like they leveled it out pretty well, and I think Dune should probably get it. If not, it'll probably be The Lost Daughter. But yeah, I think Dune should probably get that one. Best Original Screenplay. Belfast. Don't Look Up. King Richard. Licorice Pizza. The Worst Person in the World. I think Don't Look Up should win this one because it's very original, and in my opinion, it's a great comedic satire. And like what happens in this movie, not to such a comedic extent, but like the irrational thinking and the like what we think. Like us trying to be like, oh, we could outsmart it, or like us being divided. Like, no, what? Not even that. Us being divided, whether or not the end of the world is actually coming, will 100% be something that happens with humanity and society. You know, like one half would be like, yeah, it's coming. We should be kind to one another, or we should live out these days the best we can. While the other half is like, it's a hoax. It's bullshit. It's conspiracy. It's if people want you to believe this for whatever reason, whatever someone's agenda is, So that movie really puts up a mirror to society and also politics, and the younger generation, and like a world with the internet. It's insane. It's really, really insane. I think that should win original screenplay because it was really, really well crafted. Oh, and plus there was a lot of improv. There was a lot of improv. So Okay, now I think of there's a lot of improv. Maybe not. You should take away the best original screenplay. Imagine that you win best original screenplay for a movie that you mainly did improv with. That would be amazing. But story wise, the idea of doing a satire about the end of the world, I like that really much, and I think it should win that. I think it should win that award. But it'd be interesting to see who racks that in. Best cinematography. Whew. All right. Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth. I'm gonna stop reading right there. The Tragedy of Macbeth should win that 100%. No disrespect to the others. All these are beautifully shot films. I mean, if I haven't seen the movie, it's from the trailer, and these are all beautifully shot films in their own right. But The Tragedy of Macbeth just blew me away again. Really did. Best animated feature, we got Encanto, we got Flea, we got Luca, The Mitchells versus the Machines, and then we got Raya and the Last Dragon. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you this right now. One of the Disney movies is taking this one home. Oh, my camera just stopped recording. Okay, let me just turn that back on. Alright, there it is. If either of the two non-Disney movies take it, I'll be really surprised. But one of them is taking it, and I think it's going to be Encanto that's going to be taking it. Or Luca. Luca or Encanto. One of those two. Costume design, we got Cruella. We got Carano? That one stumped me, alright. Dune, Nightmare Alley, and then West Side Story. Knowing the whole fiasco that happened with Cruella and the whole costume team, and like them not getting their fair credit. I forgot what it was. They didn't get fair credit, or they didn't get fair pay. Either way, I hope they get the award, because I haven't seen Cruella, but the costume designs in that, especially if you're doing a character that's all about fashion, the costumes and the clothing need to be top notch, need to be on point. And from the looks of the trailers, it looks like it was. A lot of people like the fashion in that movie, so I think that one should win it 100%. If not that one, I could see it going to West Side Story. But yeah, I honestly thought House of Gucci would be nominated for costume design. I thought that should have been, regardless of what you thought of the movie overall. I thought the costume and the wardrobe for that was really, really well. All right, original score, Don't Look Up, Dune. I'm gonna stop right there. Dune. I think Dune should get the Oscar. Parallel Mothers, did not see that, and I'm curious because it has a good original score. And then The Power of the Dog. I honestly do not remember an original score in Power of the Dog. I remember a lot of like still shots, quiet moments, like absent of music. I probably have to go back and rewatch it, but I remember a lot of scenes being absent of music, which helped build a tone for that and the atmosphere for that movie. So that's interesting how they're nominated for Best Original Score by not having an original score. I guess that's what that is. No, I probably have to go back and watch it because there probably was music in the background. I wasn't paying attention. Because again, the cinematography for that was really beautiful. But I think Dune should get that. I mean, yeah, that fucking Dune, man. Even by the trailers. I remember watching the trailers in theaters. The sound of it in theaters was just baffling. And yeah, the whole drum beats, the chanting, Dune should get it for sure. And plus, people say it doesn't sound like a traditional Hans Zimmer score, and that's all the more reason to give that dude another award. I think he already won one. If he hasn't, that's a shame. But give him the Oscar, because if anyone can stand out from their traditional voice, that's something to really be baffled by and to really be in awe of. So I think Hans Zimmer should get it. Best sound, Belfast, Dune, No Time to Die, Power of the Dog, West Side Story. Now, in No Time to Die, I did like the sounds of the bullets going against the window, like dum, 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 dum. That was pretty cool. That was insane. But I think Dune or West Side Story will probably get best sound. Original song, where's there Encanto? Encanto might get it. Oh, but Billie Eilish is nominated with Phineas. So they might just rack in that Oscar. That'd be insane. I think she might get it. And look at that. They're up against Lin-Manuel Miranda. It's going to be one of those two. It's either going to be Lin-Manuel Miranda or Billie Eilish for No Time to Die. One of those two. It could also be Alive from King Richard. Yeah, that'll be a good category. Good category to see win it out. Documentary, I like documentaries, but I'm not like, let me find out all the new ones coming out, you know? It's probably my fault, but Wait, Flea, wasn't that an animated thing? Like, huh. I thought that was underneath the animated segment. Who knows? Let's see. Best editing, Don't Look Up, Dune, King Richard, Power of the Dog, and Tick Tick Boom. Don't Look Up had some cool editing in there. I liked some of the edits that they did in that movie. Yeah, I think Don't Look Up should get it. I think so. If not Power of the Dog, I think should get it. I haven't seen Tick Tick Boom or King Richard, so I can't really speak on those. But I think Don't Look Up should get it out of all those. Hair and makeup, House of Gucci. There it is. Makeup and hairstyling, House of Gucci. I knew it had to been nominated for something. Hair and makeup or wardrobe. One of the two is gonna get nominated for. Cruella. That would be cool if Cruella racked up in hair, makeup, and wardrobe. That would be pretty cool. Best production design, Dune, Nightmare Alley, The Power of the Dog, Tragedy of Macbeth, and West Side Story. Man, I'm so glad Tragedy of Macbeth is getting the recognition. I mean, it's not like it's an underground movie or anything. It's just it just really baffled me. I want Nightmare Alley to get this because I love that 1940s, 30s carny nostalgia, kind of like a Spider-Man noir type deal. Oh, I love that. So I don't mind if Nightmare Alley gets it. Dune was really, really beautiful. I mean, the way they just set up and build that world. And Tragedy of Macbeth, I think those are the three that should battle it out and get it. Best visual effects, give it to Dune. Give it to Dune. I'm glad to see Spider-Man here. Spider-Man No Way Home was awesome. But and here's the thing why I think Spider-Man No Way Home shouldn't really get the win. Because Tyler mentioned this. And this is something I agree with Tyler with, is the third acts in big budget action films always happen, or not like, but the majority of the time it happens at night. And that's to cover up all the visual effects, maybe some lackluster visual effects here and there. You know, it's easier to hide the mistakes, you know. To know that Dune was shot in like relatively in high key lighting, which means like there's like hardly any dark spots in there. I think the win for visual effects should go to Dune because they're working with a lot of well-lit shots and there's little room for errors to be left, you know, and nothing looked fake in that movie. That's one thing. Nothing really looked fake. And I was watching it at home on my TV, you know, on HBO Max. I did not go out to the theaters to see this. So me watching it at home on, you know, relatively low grade setup, like I was driving my speedboat in my bathtub to quote the director, and I still enjoyed myself. I still had a fun time, and that's a testament to how well that speedboat is built. So it's a really great looking film, and I think the visual effects department should get that. Spider-Man No Way Home's last final fight was in like broad daylight or like in the afternoon going into night, that would be pretty cool. Maybe my opinion would change. But no disrespect to Spider-Man No Way Home and all the visual effects there, but I think Dune should take this one, man. It really should. Free Guy was also pretty fun, but I think Dune should take it. I really think so. And that is the end of the article. There we go. Those are all the nominations for the Oscars. This is going to be very, very exciting, going to be very interesting. I hope it's televised, that we can see this, and hopefully I can react to the results. That'll be really pretty fun to make a video on that. I have been away a little bit for some time, but I do plan on getting back into the swing of things with reviews coming for a lot of films that I've seen, along with a lot of TV shows I've been watching. There's just a lot, and I need to narrow it down, do the ones that I promised to do way in the past. Like I need to do a spoiler-free review on Spider-Man. I still need to review No Time to Die, and I'll hope to do that before the Oscars come out, you know, and those would be top priority because those should have been out way before. But when I get those out, I'll come out with new stuff. And then if you want, I did, for a celebration for the Batman coming out on my channel, I did a gameplay, the full game from beginning to end of Batman Arkham Asylum on the PlayStation 4. You can watch that on the channel here. I make it available at the end of this video, and I will be reviewing all the live action theatrically released Batman movies, starting with the 1966 Adam West and Burt Ward Batman movie, all the way to probably Batman versus Superman, because technically the word Batman, the name Batman is in the title, so I'm putting that under a Batman movie. And since we didn't get the solo Ben Affleck Batman movie, that would be his Batman movie that I review on my channel. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for reaching to the end of it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel is very much appreciated. I hope you're all safe and well out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.